Different cities, but the messages were very much the same. Thousands rallied nationwide to pressure the federal government to ban the export of all live animals. The protest came as the Federal Agriculture Minister vowed to reopen trade with Indonesia as quickly as possible. He's heading for Jakarta for meetings with his counterpart next week. David Spicer reports.
The broadcast of pictures of what takes place inside some Indonesian abattoirs has unleashed a flood of emotion.
I haven't slept for weeks since I saw that. It's disgusting.
Activists say they haven't seen anything like it for decades.
People who have been sobbing, people who have been so assaulted, so distressed, so deplored by what they've seen.
In Perth, a farmer fought back.
These people don't have refrigeration. They buy their meat warm. How do you do that? How do you kill an animal in Australia, keep it warm and fresh, and get it to a village with 200 people in it in the middle of Indonesia?
But the divide was not always so clear-cut.
Beef producers are upset, very upset, about cruelty to their animals.
While some at the rallies oppose any form of meat eating, organisers of the National Day of Action on Live Exports want Australia to move to only export frozen meat.
Not suggesting an immediate ban, I'm suggesting a phasing out of the industry over the next few years.
The Federal Agriculture Minister Joe Ludwig is preparing to visit Indonesia next week to negotiate the reopening of live exports.
But in reopening the trade, we have to ensure animal welfare outcomes are dealt with appropriately.
The WA Minister for Agriculture is on his way already, but he's been denied access to any abattoirs.
It's my understanding the Indonesian government is a little sensitive around people going into abattoirs. I can appreciate that.
Within the cattle industry, there's an expectation that live exports to Indonesia will resume within 3 to 4 weeks. The challenge for graziers in the long term is how to turn the tide of public opinion against the practice. Riding the tide are Green and Independent MPs. They'll introduce legislation into Parliament next week to ban all live exports. David Spicer, ABC News.